Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. You might know that last Monday, June 22nd, is recognized as World's Rainforest Day. This day has been set aside to help protect world's rainforests by raising awareness and encouraging action to protect them. So, we are dedicating this edition of Wildlife Wednesday to the rainforests of our planet. All right. I am Rinjan Shrestha, and I am a big cat guy at WWF-Canada. My work has mainly been focused on saving Asian big cats such as tigers and leopards. But that doesn't mean that I only love Asian big cats. I love all the big cats of our world. So here I am to talk about jaguar. And their home, the largest rainforest of the world, the amazing Amazon. You might know that we have a rainforest here in Canada as well, the Great Bear Rainforest of British Columbia, a part of the largest temperate rainforest of our planet, and a home of the rare spirit bears. Okay, prior to reflecting on jaguars, I would like to draw your attention to Amazon as we celebrate the World Rainforest Day. With area as big as over half the size of Canada and with 390 billion individual trees, the Amazon acts like a giant air conditioner of our planet that absorbs carbon dioxide, cools the planet, and helps stabilize climate patterns. Okay, guys, let's do a few introductory trivia questions now. Oh. Sorry, I was muted. Okay. Yes, the answer is jaguar. Uh, uh, okay, let's see. Vegetation, no. Uh, okay, it is jaguar. Thanks. And the second trivia question for today is these three pictures. So out of these three pictures, which one belong to jaguar? The, so with the top speed nearly 110 kilometer per hour, the one on the center is the fastest land animal of the planet. The top speed of for the one on the left has been clocked as right, sir. One on the right has been clocked at 100 kilometer per hour. So, do I got any answers? C. C is correct. Jacqueline, Margot, Clemo, Isabella. So you guys are spot on. Oh, right. Yes, the answer is C. Jaguar. Thanks for answering. Okay, as a matter of fact, the closest cousin of jaguars are leopards, and people often confuse between these two cats. Those of you who have given a correct answer might already know that the key to identify them lies in their body coat. Unlike leopards, the jaguar has spots inside its rosettes. In addition to this, jaguar has relatively bigger sized spots than leopards, and they are much stockier with shorter limbs and tail, giving it more of a pit bull like type appearance. Speaking of their physical feature, the jaguar is the third largest big cat in the world and is the biggest in the Americas. But for their strength of jaw or bite force, they are the strongest of any cat, capable of killing a prey in one leap. As a matter of fact, the word jaguar comes from the indigenous word jaguar, which means he who kills with one leap. Regarding their global distribution, jaguars once roamed broadly from central Argentina to all the way up to the southwestern United States. This, as shown in this map, the light green color denotes represents their historical range. So currently, their main stronghold is the Amazon basin, though they still exist in smaller numbers, in Central America as well. Their current distribution, the current habitats are shown in darker green color in this map. They have lost about half of their territory since 1880s. That's the massive amount of habitat loss. Globally, their numbers are estimated to be over 170,000, and their population is declining rapidly. And they are opportunistic hunters, as they can prey upon almost anything that come across. So as such, they enjoy a wide variety of food items. For example, deer, capybaras, tortoise, armadillos, fish, birds, monkeys are just a few of them. But they generally prefer the larger size prey on which they will feed for up to 4 days. If wild food is scarce, these large cats they will also hunt domestic livestock. As I mentioned earlier, jaguars have a more powerful bite than any other big cat. Their teeth are strong enough to bite through the thick hides of crocodilians and the hard shells of turtles. They can even tackle South America's largest animal, the tapir, just as shown in this picture. A jaguar feeding on tapir, and also they take on they feed on caiman, a crocodile. They also don't like to share their food and will only eat their prey after dragging it into the trees, even if the trees are quite a distance away. They also prefer to stay pretty close to water as they love fishing. You see the jaguar swimming here. As a matter of fact, they are highly efficient swimmers and known to swim across the Panama Canal. Another interesting thing about jaguar is they can see 6 times better than humans at night or during darker conditions. So they mostly hunt during nighttime and spend time traveling around during dawn and dusk, also known as crepuscular behavior. Okay, let's talk about their love life and life history. The male and female jaguar come together for breeding opportunities at any time of the year. When breeding, a pair of jaguars may mate up to 100 times a day. Pregnancy lasts around 14 weeks, 14 weeks, about 90 days. And then the female jaguar gives birth to one to four cubs, usually two. The cubs are born with their eyelids shield shut. After about 1 or 2 weeks, the cubs are able to see for the first time. After 6 months, the mother jaguar will teach her cubs how to hunt. And after their second birthday, the cub will leave their mother to live on their own. Jaguars typically live around 12 years out in the wild, but in captivity, in zoos, they are known to live up to 20 to 25 years. S- Speaking of threats to their survival, the ongoing rampant deforestation all across their dwelling place is the primary cause for their decline in population. Reports indicate that a forest area of the size equivalent to 40 football fields is lost every minute of every day. For instance, the forest fire have caused a loss of over 70,000 square kilometers of the rainforest in Brazil alone in 2019, last year. The loss of forest triggers several new threats to jaguars, from the loss of their home to confining their populations in isolated pockets, which makes them harder to find mate and to breed. Less habitat also means a fewer numbers of their natural prey. This leads them to hunt livestock and be killed by people in retaliation for their loss of livestock. They are also highly vulnerable to poaching, and climate change is also increasingly becoming a serious threat to their survival. Okay, let me now explain what we are doing to tackle these issues. You see, we have been engaged in restoring and protecting jaguars' habitat in the Amazon for over 40 years now. In doing so, we are working with local communities, indigenous communities, to monitor jaguars, and also we collaborate with cattle ranchers to prevent the encroachment of jaguars' habitat and to improve their existing ranches, just to promote sustainable development which has minimal impact on vital or prime jaguar habitats. This picture is one of the WWF field staff installing camera traps in Amazon, one of the primary activities that's currently ongoing in Jaguar's dwelling place. And yeah, and recently WWF has come up with a brand new big cats conservation initiatives, which is especially targeted at boosting our efforts for the conservation of jaguars and then two other big cats. So we are working with our national and global partners to help prevent the habitat loss, poaching, and trafficking of jaguars. All right, that is all that I have got to share with you guys today. Let's begin our quick question and answer session now. Let's see if I've got any questions here. Okay, let's see all our magnetic. This- How long do jaguars live? Steph is asking, how long do jaguars live? Uh, in captivity or zoos, they are known to live up to 25 years, but out in the wild, they live between 12 13 years. How jaguar can be a air conditioner? Oh, it should be a year con, I guess. Yes, the jaguar. Yeah, the jaguars are not air conditioner, but they are considered as a they can be considered as the engineers of air conditioner, or in other words, ecosystem engineers, because they help regulate. They help maintain integrity of Amazon ecosystem by checking on their prey, and because they are the top predators. So as a top predators, they control the population of prey, and in turn the vegetation. So that is how they help maintain the ecosystem integrity of Amazon. So Amazon, as I said earlier, can be considered as a giant air conditioner of our planet, because it helps purify air and keeps Earth cool and stabilize our climate patterns. Emily is asking if jaguars live alone or in groups. They live alone, Emily. Only during mating season, a male and female jaguar come together, but most of the time they live alone. How many? Kelly's question is, how many cubs? How often do they give birth? Normally, they will have 1 to 4 calves, usually two. They give birth about as if calf is on their hill, they will not give birth. But as soon as the calf gets mature or dies for some reason, they come into estrus again, so they will give. So basically, it depends actually. If calf dies instantly, immediately, so they will mate again and give birth. If calf stays with them for 1.5 year, 2 years, then they won't give birth during when they only until they wean their calves. How large is their territory? Oh, very good question. Jaguar's territory actually really varies. It depends on prey availability, sex, topography, and also method to estimate their home range size. Depending on all these factors, their territory or home range size varies between 5 kilometer to 1400 square kilometer. 5 square kilometer to 1400 square kilometer. How common is the black coat? Black coat is a melanistic genetic mutation. It is not very common, but there are actually black jaguars, often known as black panther. It's not very common, but they are there. What survival rate for cubs? The mortality rate is really high. If they go as high as 60 to 70 percentage, but I really have to make make sure. But I believe it will be the mortality rate survival rate would be very pretty low. Really high mortality. Carla is asking, do jaguars make good dads? Carla, that's really a good question and very tricky one, I would say. You see, that jaguar leaves mom jaguar after cubs are born, and also they are known to kill cubs. This certainly appears as a bad behavior when we compare this with our lifestyle and culture. But in nature, this could be an adaptive strategy which has made them to which has made their survival possible for over more than 500,000 years now. So it's really difficult to say whether a jaguar is bad dad or good dad. From our perspective, it could be bad, but from their eyes, this is how they are. This is how what they are. That's making them their survival possible. Julia is asking, is it likely that will see a northward shift of jaguar populations? Perhaps yes, because climate change is, uh, uh, um, uh, is making rain shift of lots of other species. So that's very much possible. As climate gets warmer and wetter, the forest system is expected to go move towards north, and along with forest, jaguars are also expected to shift their habitats towards north. Okay, I should end the question answer session here, but don't worry. We will answer your questions in our comment box later. Let's move on to our another session, trivia session now. Okay. Oh, here comes your third trivia question for today. You see, what year was the first World Rainforest Day celebrated? There are two types of rainforest, tropical and temperate. We have temperate rainforests here in Canada. And as I told earlier, these rainforests play a vital role to keep us safe and sound in this planet. So people have decided to celebrate Rainforest Day not long ago. Do I have any answers here? It's not that long ago. Yes, we've got an answer here. It's 2017. That's 2 years. It's been only 3 years now. 1970, Hollywood. How many food items of or prey types are recorded in Jaguar's diet? This is our second trivia question. As I mentioned earlier, they eat a wide variety of food. For this reason, scientists believe that they are highly resilient species compared to the ones with narrow dietary range. Any guesses? We could do a range. Doreen, 50. Jason, 12. Paula, 10. Jacqueline, 15. 32. Unlimited, Susan. Okay. So the answer is 85. So our third question for our trivia session today. Here it goes. Argentina's national rugby team badge includes a jaguar. However, a historical error resulted in the team being nicknamed what? What is the nickname of Argentina's rugby team? Even though they know it was a mistake, they are still having this name for some reason. I hope you guys love rugby. So do I. Any guesses? Pumas, Clement. I like that answer. Yes, it's Catherine. You're right. You're spot on. It's puma. As a matter of fact, pumas and jaguars are the only two species of big cats that is found in the New World. Puma has a much wider distribution compared to jaguar because they are found in Alaska, also in northern Canada. So our fourth question here is jaguars are crepuscular. When does this mean they are mostly active? I think I have given you a hint during my talk today. We've got nocturnal animals, which are mostly active during nighttime, and diurnal animals, mostly active during daytime. Susan is saying dusk. Jason, dawn and dusk. Jacqueline, night. I like Jason's answer. Carla, you got it. Dawn and dusk. Yes, it's dawn and dusk. Great. You guys are. Thanks, guys, for answering our trivia questions. Okay, we have come to the end of today's session. I really enjoyed being with you guys today. I hope you had a great time too. Okay, so we're taking next week off for Canada Day, and we'll be back on July 8th with yet another exciting edition of Wildlife Wednesday on Mountain Monarchs. And guess who will be hosting that session? It is none other than our president and CEO Megan Leslie with our amazing guest from WWF Mexico. Please do not forget to tune in. Okay, guys, thanks again for taking time to be here with me today. Bye bye.